You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
Hindsight. Good versus bad. When I look back, the deck was stacked with how I should have lived, who I should have loved. Got me looking in a mirror as I drive. Eyes on the road, I seem to strive for things from ghosts of past. Let me press the gas. Hindsight.
heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. Didn't need that someone, just me and my friends. Yeah, yeah, and I just wanna say, you complete me. Every day, loving you say, you complete me. Fancy cars, fancy clothes, and parties on the weekend. Yeah, yeah. Tired of lying to myself and giving faces. Yeah, I just wanna say, you complete me. You complete my soul. Yeah, every day. Yeah, yeah. Loving you say, you complete me. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. You complete my soul, my soul. Yeah. You complete me. Every day, loving you say, you complete me. You complete me. Every day.
If you love me, take me by the hand and show me. Put a ring on it and let me flaunt it. Show me things I ain't never seen before. Then give me all I need and more. Don't give another man space to take your place. And I'll show you that my love for you is here to stay. I'll be true and I'll be yours forever. Hey baby, if you love me, love me. If you love me, love me. If you love me, love me. If you love me, love me, love me. Oh, tell me I'm beautiful and treat me like your queen. You love me. Just wine and dine and show me all the finer things. You love me. I can make your wildest dreams come true. You love me. Don't give another man space to take your place. You love me. And I'll show you that my love for you is here to stay. You love me. I'll be true and I'll be yours forever. If you love me, love me. 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 I waited long enough, waited long for your love. This is what I need, and I need it now. I'll give you all I got, give you all that I have, but only if you love me. Hey baby, you know it's not that hard. I'm pretty simple, I'd like to think. If you love me, if you love me,
sing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sitting in this place with a smile on my face, knowing you are in my spirit makes my world dance. Where would I be without you? I can't imagine. So glad I took a chance. Manhattan Live, oh so sweet. You got my head bopping to a crazy beat. I'm sipping my mojito, trying to let it go. But you know, my heart is just no. My whole universe changed the day I met you. You opened up my soul, you freed my heart, yeah. You gave me courage to make a brand new start. It was no accident me meeting you. Now what should I do? Mint and lime, yeah. Oh so sweet. You got my head bopping to a crazy beat. I'm sipping my mojito, trying to let it go. But you know, my heart says no. Can't let it go. Can't let you go. Can't let it go. My heart it says no. Yeah. Can't let it go. Can't let you go. Can't let it go. My heart it says no. Yeah. All I want is your love, baby. All I want is your love. What have you done to me, sugar? You know you set me free. To a crazy beat, I'm sipping my mojito, trying to let it go. But you know, my heart is just no.
I need someone to call my own. No one has to be alone. I need someone to call my own. As someone lonely, and I bet they know how many raindrops hit the window. I sit on my bed, I play solitaire. I get all dressed up, but I go nowhere. So many nights I sit and wonder why I'll never be that special guy. I know I'll never be a Superman. I think I need you, but I'll be someone who will understand. I think I need you. 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 44 steps, that's how long it takes to pick up the phone to stop that sound it made. I'll go to the club and I'll sit and stare. I go to the store and I hope she's there, hope she's there. So many nights I sit and wonder why I'll never be that special guy. I think I need you. I know I'll never be a Superman. I think I need you, but I'll be someone who will understand. I think I need you. 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 Oh, I think I need you. 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 I think I need you.
24/7, 365. You stay on my mind all the time, and I'm always wondering what if or what we could be. I smile at all the possibilities. Sorry I ran. I had so much fear because I've been hurt before. Now that I've let down my guard, I wanna be here. 'Cause you make me say ooh, ooh, ooh. And I can't speak. You got me saying ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm so weak. You got me saying ooh. For nothing, I'm satisfied with the way that you love me, how you provide everything that I need. I can't take it. I'm so mad about all the time I've wasted. Sorry I ran so long. Sorry I ran so long. I had so much fear, 'cause I've been hurt before. Now that I'm let down my guard, I wanna be here. I wanna be here. 'Cause you make me say ooh, ooh, ooh. And I can't speak. You got me saying ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm so weak. You got me saying ooh, 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 ooh. You made me say ooh, ooh, baby. I get so speechless whenever I'm next to you. When we get in love, ooh, when we get in the groove, I swear to God, you know just what to do to make me say. You got me saying ooh, ooh, ooh. Do it again, baby. And when you look at me, and when you're touching me, and when you're loving me, ooh, oh, ooh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, you make me say, ooh.
sugar, sugar, baby, on the bone. Ooh.
Let it run, man. I need to get this out.
There's a silent war within me. Love's fighting for position, baby. Disarmed and defenseless. I have no more resistance, baby. Oh, baby. I can't tell. Is it agony or ecstasy? Your ways have taken me, baby. Oh, where I'm caressing new possibilities, baby. Oh, baby. Got me seeing things I've never seen. Dreaming dreams I've never dreamed, baby. Doing things I never do. Oh, because of you, baby. Oh, baby. I lay down to sleep, lay down, stomach tossing and turning, baby. Lord, I can't even eat.
You look like a great fun.
I close my eyes. God came to me in a dream, took me to this high place. I saw your smiling face. He said, son, look and see. You're on love's frequency. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. You're on love's frequency. It feels so good to know what's going on. Let's give you all the love you deserve, baby. We're on mind, body, and soul is with you, baby. I wanna grow old. We're on love. I really gave my heart this time. It's so good to know, baby, that I am yours.
All right, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Indie Live Spot. We're so excited today, and I bet you know why, because if you're looking at the screen right now, we have three wonderful, beautiful ladies here with us today, and we're so excited about having them on the show. And I'm talking about the Honeycomb. We got the original member Shelly Clark, and we also have Kathy Merrick and Wendy Smith-Brune is here in the house. So thank you, ladies, for being here today. We are so excited about having you on today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. Welcome. And yeah, and like I said, it's so great to have you on, and of course CTK and Vaughn here with me, and so we're like I said, we're just so delighted. And so again, just welcome to the show today.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I was very, very excited when I first heard, and I want to send a special shout out to Mr. Andre Pittman for getting us connected on this wonderful interview today, because I've always knew about the original group from back in the day, One Ads and all that, but the thing that I did find out, I did not know, Shelly, about that you guys were the first one of the first acts on Soul Train. Is that correct?
Yeah,
We were the first act.
The first
I,
act.
I remember. I do too.
Wow. That is so
And,
cool. That
and
is
at the time, we never thought it would be any special type of TV. It was just a new TV show, and you know, we were the first ones on it. So I didn't think much about it. I never realized it at that point that it would be such an iconic show so many years later.
oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, the original members. You might correct me if I get it wrong, but was one of the other members was Edna Wright and also Carolyn Willis. Is
Carolyn Willis, that's correct.
Yeah, and then of course yourself, and yeah, and I remember the that label Hot Wax Records. When I first heard that, seen that, I was like, man, I remember that label because I remember, I was kind of big on back in the day when we had records and stuff, actually albums and and stuff like that. So that definitely
We
brought
had
some
we had
memories.
great label mates. We had Frida Payne. We had Sherry Payne, her sister, who was lead
Wow.
chairman of the board. I mean, the Glass House. We also had chairman of the board, General Johnson, who wrote all of our songs. And there was a white group. You may not remember the Flaming Embers. Those boys were bad. I mean, you would have thought they were. Many people thought they were black. And I think we had Eloise Laws,
Oh
and
yes,
there were so many
absolutely.
acts that Holland Dozier came right from Berry Gordy, and they started their own label with great. But we were the first to sign.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's so awesome. Now, the other two ladies here, we have Kathy Merrick and Wendy Smith Brune.
It's Brunei, Wendy
Oh,
Smith.
Brune. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah. Now, uh, when did you two finally join with Shelly? So I guess we could start with Kathy and then Wendy can kind of jump in there too as well. When did that all start?
Okay, Kathy.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you are.
There you go.
Okay, so it started back in 2014 when Shelly and Berdine invited my husband and I, who's also the drummer with Earth, Wind and Fire, to a birthday party that they were having. And Shelly and I had a conversation. Shelly was saying we should put a group together. Did I know of any other singers? And I said, of course. I had just kind of crossed paths with Wendy. Wendy and I used to be in a previous group, Shades of Lace, and that's how I met Wendy back in, when was that? In the 90s. So I had run into her in New Zealand. Well, we crossed paths. And she left us a note. I was performing there with a group called the Sounds of the Supremes. She left a note saying, hi, it's nice to see you. So I had her on my brain when Shelly had said, look, did I know another girl? So Wendy was my first thought. She happened to be available, and we met and we connected, and everything was copacetic after that.
Nice.
We are today.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I say this to that is that it's always nice to stay in touch with people because you know what? There's so many musicians and singers in the world, right? We all know a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So if you stay connected, then you can be that person that they think of first. So thanks, Kat, for calling me. But yeah, it was a pleasure. She told me about, she kind of told me what was going on, and it just sounded very, very interesting. And then when I got back to the States, we set up a meeting. And where was it, Shelly? We were out
We
on
went to
Melrose.
the King's Cafe.
Yeah. And so we were there and we met. It was the first time we had all gotten together as a group. And as Shelly tells us so well, there was somebody in the street that saw us and said, "Are you guys a group?" It's like, yep, I guess we are.
I guess we are.
Pay attention to the
Yeah.
signs.
So
Yeah.
here we are, man.
That is so cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let Vaughn and CTK get in. Vaughn, CTK.
Avon, ACT.
Yeah, I wanted to know what brought you two beautiful ladies up to the point of finally being the two that were just going to be the final ones to add to the honeycomb.
Well, when we met, we met at the little King's Cafe.
Right.
Yeah, the energy, we all just kind of clicked. You know how that feels when you feel everybody's cool, and like I felt like I've been knowing them forever, and I'd been knowing Kathy for quite some time, but I'd never met Shelly, and Shelly was just so full of joy and laughing and stuff. I was like, we can hang, because who doesn't like good energy, right?
Yeah.
And so
Then I suggested we get together and sing, and Wendy
Yeah.
said, "Oh, there's a rehearsal hall by me."
Yes.
So tell that story.
Right.
Now
And
that
so,
brings me to my next question. What has been San Diego been your musical home for a while, or did you migrate from somewhere else, or did you start music here in San Diego?
no, so look, because I'm a singer and I, do a bunch of different things. We travel all over for different things,
Mhm.
private events and such. So I live in Virginia. I lived in LA for many years, and so that's where I met Shelly and Kathy. But I'm back and forth from the East Coast to the West Coast, back and forth all the time. And so, of course, when we have a show coming up, because it's kind of recent that my husband and I built a house in Virginia on our family's farm. So it was right around COVID. So we got real lucky, and so we just hunkered down there while COVID was going on. But when the industry opened back up, it was just really cool that we could go back and forth. And so whenever we have a show, I come back and we get our rehearsal tweaked, and then we hit it. So I happen to be in the LA area right now. I'm just in San Diego today, but mostly I'm up in yeah.
Well, I guess the question I was really getting to is, where did you basically gather all your training and everything that you use today to put you out there? Where was the place you mostly studied the music or studied singing, or to be a singer? Where was it in Virginia? Was it somewhere further east, or?
So Virginia means you're talking to me. I was going to ask you, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Well, me, born and raised in Virginia Beach. And so basically I'm a flutist. That was my first musical direction. And so basically let it carry me all the way to LA. I thought, I don't want to be a teacher. That was always the course during the time. And I thought New York or LA, and I chose LA. And I came out, I wanted to be behind the scenes. I wanted to be in one of the orchestras there, but those seats are tenured. You got to pass out in the seat before somebody will let you even audition, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it was just tough. But I was that girl that I would just go knock on the door. I look at the album covers and go, okay, Motown is on Sunset. All right. Knock, knock, knock. Hello. Just really green. But I did that with a lot of those places, and I would get in and talk to somebody. But a lot of times, run by men, they didn't take it seriously. It was like, nope, I'm not the one. I'm going to move on. But I ended up auditioning for a group of women that were doing the Marvelettes, and so from there I did that, and then just doing different things around town, extra work and stuff. The new girl in town, just trying to get my feet wet, and ran into an audition for Ray Charles, and that just kind of took off from me. And from there, I just got gig after gig after gig, and I'm so grateful. And here I am with my sisters, my angel sisters now. So yeah, the journey has been really, really more sweet than bitter, for sure. So I feel grateful and very honored to be with them.
That's a fantastic story. Kathy, what is your musical background?
Actually, I started in musical theater precursor to that, I was a dancer. I studied dance for actually 17 years. But when, uh, woo, okay, I started in musical theater with my dance teacher, who was the producer of the musical shows. And I didn't have vocal parts or singing parts until I was in the car with her, and it just so happened I was singing blues in the back seat of the car, and she was like, "Who's that singing?" And they were like, "Kathy." So she heard that I could sing, so she started giving me parts. So that's how I started. But then I went on to sing with my brothers who were in music, and from doing the musical theater, I met these wonderful singers, Lisa Frazier and Vivian Ross. We became a group called Shades of Lace, and we ended up moving out to Los Angeles, and we got a record deal within 2 years. And that's how I met Wendy. After Vivian quit the group, and after Shades of Lace, I ended up in another group, a Japanese exclusive only group called ASAP. So for 5 years, I sang and traveled over to Japan. In the interim, I did session work and lots of other things.
Oh, fantastic.
Mhm.
Fantastic. Now, Miss Shelley, what was your process of saying, okay, I think your girls can work with it. I think we can make this magic happen. What was the big tell all to you that, yeah, this we can do this, we can do this.
Well, if you mean in the beginning, if you've been hearing any of my stories, you know I started off as a child performer. So I was like in New York. That's where I'm
Mhm.
from, and I was labeled as like the Black Shirley Temple. It just went on from there. I had an act with my brother, and it's so cool because we were the youngest to ever perform at the Apollo Theater. And so when my husband and I went back to the Kennedy Center honors, of course, they honored the Apollo Theater this year. And the women that are in control of it now said, "We heard that you and your brother were the first act to perform at the youngest team to ever perform." And I said, "Yes, I don't have any footage. Do you guys think you can find some?" And so I'm so happy that they're looking for footage right now of because there is none. But my brother and I were so great. We were like dancing with the stars, but we were 7 and 9, and
Wow.
so we were doing routines that were mind-boggling to people. They actually thought we were little people and not children. So that whole scenario carried us out to LA, which was a little disappointing because when we got to LA, there was no work for us. That cutesy era wore off. So I ventured off by myself without him, and that took me to a scholarship to USC studying opera, which I didn't take advantage of because I was always singing, um, current and secular and other kinds of music, and they got tired of me coming in hoarse, and so they sort of got kicked out of that. And so somewhere along the line, I was started working with uh, by myself, and then I don't know, Ike and Tina's people heard about me, and then so I was an Ike for a little while, and then got injured in a tour bus crash, and went on to Little Richard. From that, went on to other things. I met Shirley Mae Matthews. She started a group with me and Carolyn Willis called Willis, Matthews and Clark. If you don't know about Shirley Mae Matthews, you have to look her up. She was the very first back in the day to have a group, be a manager, do all the parts. And then I walked in on her one day. I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Oh, girl, this is a new thing. It's called the computer, and I'm on the web." I said, "What? You lost your mind." She was the very first person to get into technology. No one was doing it back then. But anyway,
Yeah.
because of Shirley, I met Carolyn. Because of Carolyn, I met Edna. And so we got together. Edward Holland saw us on a TV show. He signed us. And so we sort of set the standard for sassy, classy, brassy girls on a new record label, and they wanted us to look a certain way, but we didn't want to do the gowns and gloves. So we just sort of put ourselves together the way we wanted to do it. It was sort of like a label. We did more like, we may have been the first label with a futuristic look. But that was due to the fact that we were from LA, so we didn't want to get cornered into any one particular look. And we were younger, so I have to say, girls,
Yeah.
19, 20, whatever were, we sort of established ourselves, and our lyrics were crazy, right? They were like, we have a whole album with, while you're out looking for sugar, somebody's gonna take you, honey. The day I lost you was the day I found myself. One monkey don't stop no show. And I'm saying,
That's one of my favorites.
who sings like that? Who talks like that? But we
Right.
had very, very progressive thinking writers that they always said we put ourselves in a black woman's shoes, and what would she want to tell a man, especially a man that was messing up? So that's how want ads came, but the first lyrics were put it in the want ads. I got some love for sale. So Edward Holland quickly changed. Oh, hell no. Put in the want ads. I found somebody. I need somebody new. So that's the song you guys heard that you bonded with, that final song. And then from there, Stick Up Highway Robbery. So in answer to your question, once we set that precedence, I knew that putting a reimagined group together would just have to be the same kind of today's sassy, classy, brassy ladies that could help carry that legacy forward. And so I prayed to God. God put me with Kathy. Kathy put me with Wendy, who we just lost, I think. But I think she'll be back.
Surely.
And so, that was in 2014. Bear in mind, I had been touring and doing a few things with Edna Wright, our lead singer that we lost in the year of, was it 2020? Well, it was September 12th, and I think it was 2020 during the pandemic. And so with that, I said, well, now it has to be a really reimagined group, because we're stepping into big shoes. Edna was a powerhouse. Her sister, Darlene Love, is also a powerhouse. So they're from a powerhouse family. So, God was wonderful, because he felt my heart, and the fact that we had to get it right, because we had a shot to be able to carry it forward. Of course, I'm married to Verdine, who has always been supportive and has always given us suggestions and different music with his writing partners. And so
for those living under a rock, they might not know that your husband is one of the most famous bass players in the world.
Yeah.
Mr. Verdine White from Urban Heart. Some people just don't know. So
okay.
You say Verdine, they're like, huh, what?
Well, who
If they hadn't seen your coffee bowl, then they wouldn't have a clue.
Come on now.
There you go.
That's right.
And my husband's blessed because his business partner is Kathy's husband, who is the 20 plus years drummer with Earth, Wind, and Fire, and happens to do a lot of their arrangements.
Wow.
He does all of our arrangements. John Paris is a triple threat in that he not only plays drums, he's a singer. He does vocals, he does harmonies. I mean, we can't get past him without him. You Kathy.
I have conversations with your husband's cronies from time to time. The Ram and Al and a few other people. I have conversations with him before, but let me just go back to you, because I didn't want people to think, well, who's Verdine? So now you know that. But back to you guys' great story. What was it like the first time rehearsing together? Did it give it chill bumps? Did it?
Go ahead, Kathy.
Oh my God! The first time it was, we sounded like angels.
All right.
Am I being too modest?
No.
But
you're doing wonderful.
Like Wendy said, the energy was so wonderful, and then our blend was really, really, really nice. So we were excited, because you never know how people are gonna connect. We first connected as people. We met to see if we even wanted to go to the next stage, which was singing. And then when we got in that room and we sounded so, you know, wonderful, we were excited.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, that is so awesome. And speaking of Verdine, uh, I want to send congratulations to you, Shelly, for uh, that new release single that he did, dedication to his brother. That was beautiful. I really
Yes,
enjoyed
I will
that.
drink to that.
Yeah.
Drink to the head for that.
Hey,
Hmm.
me too.
Maybe we can do this.
TK, your flask isn't big enough. Your
All
flask.
right. It ain't big enough, right?
Everything looks bigger on TV.
That's what she said.
Say it again. Let me say it again.
Hello.
Come on, Vaughn. Come on, Vaughn. It's your turn.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here and I'm enjoying this conversation, and CTK's touching on all the points, and I'm just sitting here enjoying how the history of how this all came to being. Um, but Shelley, you go back to the early days. It's like I'm just kind of want to ask you what it was like at the beginnings of this group, because I'm sitting here and I'm realizing in my head you guys were like the framework, because I know the Temptation. I mean, I know the Supremes was already out there, and of course Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, and and it's just you just look at it like y'all laid the framework for. I'm not making any comparisons. It's just like I'm just looking at who you were then and who the trio of women that came along after you guys. And I'm thinking about uh, um, Beyonce and her group. That, it just like, oh my goodness, you know, it's kind of like, wow, and here you can see them and their beginnings. It's like the same formation, and I'm in my 60s now. I've seen all of y'all, and the thing about it is you just see how, how they got together and how you got together and how you formed these books, the three-part harmony and the great music that was written for you. you know, um, I'm just captivated by all that right now.
And the plaid miniskirts. Don't forget the plaid miniskirts.
No. Well, you know what? I like to say that each generation had something. We all stand on each other's shoulders. What you may not realize is that there was a Beyonce in the 50s who was killing it. And I believe she set the precedence for Tina Turner, who, of course, I've toured with, Beyonce and Rihanna. So you know that we all come from somewhere, and in our case, we understand that the 50s groups, the Ronettes, the 60s groups, we had to take the game on, or take it a little bit further than they did. So we even put together a 60s medley, we call it, because we have Wendy, who are the groups that we represent in our 60s medley?
Oh wow. Sorry about that, by the way. What did we do? The Ronettes. We did Dancing in the Street, who is the fabulous
Martha. We did Martha, right?
Yeah. Shoot.
We do Kathy, what was your song? Will You Still Love Me Too? Who sang that again?
The Shirelles.
Right? Shirelles, okay, and they were, I believe, the first group that ever had a Grammy. And so, we come from a long line of Ronnie and the Ronettes. We came from a long line of 60s girls, and so we were like late 60s, early 70s, and we lasted maybe, I want to say, a good 5 strong years, and disbanded because the company went, was going belly up, and one of our group members, Carolyn Willis, was the first to quit. She was tired. She kept saying, "I'm tired. I'm broke. I don't want to do this anymore." And after she left, honestly, we did a few things after that, but the chemistry was gone. So I was probably looking to recreate this for many, many years. And sometimes you just have to wait your turn.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait for the timing. Because Edna was still touring with a few honeycombs, anybody that she could find that she could do performances with. But
Mm-hmm.
I had dropped out just because I was started doing other things, solo things, and got married and this, that, the other. So I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to make mention that Edna married our producer who wrote with General Johnson. It was three of them, and Angelo Bond. She married Greg Perry, and they stayed married for 45 years. Rest in peace to both of them. But those songs have carried us such a long way now that we can still have a career. Right now in a new century. So
Mm-hmm.
we thank everybody that had a hand in us, and Holland Dozier and Holland as well. I had dinner with Brian Holland the other night at
Mm.
Catalina Bar and Grill, which shameless plug, we're going to be performing there March 2nd.
All right.
So all of you in the area, call Catalina and make your reservations. But I had a long talk with Brian Holland that night, and he was saying, first he said, "Are you the same Shelley from the original Honeycomb?"
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, "I'm the same Shelley, Brian."
Mm-hmm.
God has been good. I married someone who, has a lot of energy, and so he keeps me, young to a degree. So, I've been blessed and very fortunate uh,
Wow.
up to this point. I
Awesome.
got two great girls that they do a lot of the heavy lifting in the show. So it's sort of my job to just hold things together,
Mm-hmm.
until we open for Lenny Kravitz, which should happen very soon.
Hey, hey. I know that's right.
I look forward to
You
that.
thought you
Cheers.
thought I was going to say Earth, Wind, and Fire, huh? You think I'm joking? I still have the lanyard.
Hey,
All right. All
Hey,
right.
You said
yeah,
I'm
this is
not
the
playing.
lanyard from Vegas.
I know that's right. Now,
Plenty.
now, one question I do have for all of you, because you know, like Vaughn said, he was in his 60s. I'm in my 60s too. I'm 62, or well,
Mhm.
going on 62. So all the music, like I said, I'm familiar with a lot of all the music. I grew up on all that great stuff. But I was just wondering what got you three to come together to do another all-time classic by a group that you probably wouldn't even imagine that you girls would go for this, but the Rhythmics. I like the Rhythmics. So I used to love all the 80 music and stuff, and I remember that when the rain.
Go,
I
go
mean,
ahead, Wendy. You
oh
start
my
off.
goodness, tell us about that. I think this is so
Well,
cool.
yeah. Well, the great Neil Pogue, multi Grammy winning. Happy birthday, Neil! If you're
Happy
out
birthday, Neil. Woo-hoo.
there. He has uh, Neil Burdine and Kathy's wife, John
Mhm.
Paris, have a production company, right? They're a great team, and
Mhm.
so they've always had our backs, and so he had an idea about this great song, and he presented it to us, and we thought, wow, okay, well, who'd have thunk, that
Wait,
it
wait.
would
I know. My first thing. Neil, are you sure there's nothing else that you?
but I trust him. He just has a way of thinking, and all of the guys. And so we
Mhm.
said yes, and we went in, and they knew exactly what to do and which voices to go where and
Mhm.
such, and how to blend our um, our harmonies. And we think it turned out really well. We had a good time doing it, and so
Yeah.
that's how that started, and here we are. So
And
Awesome.
you
everybody
heard it right.
download it on all the music platforms.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Shameless
great.
plug.
I really enjoyed it, and
Thanks.
I kind of brought memories back, and at the same time, I like your video. The video was just really cool the way it was done. You ladies look
Shout
great
out
in
to
it.
Darian Henning who put that video together.
Hmm.
And he we were in a big shower. It was called the rain room,
Okay.
and it was rain, rain, rain. And so Darian, God bless him, we were running out of time, and he only had time for two takes.
Wow.
That was it. So what you see was just done two times, nothing else, no
Hmm.
redos, nothing. So shout out to Darian because you put that together, and then he edited uh, the video afterward. So
Yeah. Great job.
Yeah.
Good job. Great job. Great
Great
job.
job. Have y'all had any type of connection with what's her, Annie? Is that her name? The original?
Actually, when I posted it, it's an Annie Lennox,
Anyway,
creation
yeah.
book. When I posted it, she came in and put a big like on it, and that
Cool.
made us feel really
Oh,
great.
All
wonderful.
Cool.
right.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
And shout out to Lenny. I'm sorry, Annie Lennox. It's her
Mm-hmm.
birthday too, so happy birthday.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Awesome. Happy
No.
birthday. Yeah.
Not Kathy, but Shelly really keeps up with birthdays. She knows all the birthdays.
Mhm.
I think that's really sweet. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
So cool. So cool. Well, Vaughn and CDK, you got any more questions for the ladies?
Oh, I got a ton of questions.
It's just,
You
yeah,
kidding me? I'm like Bob at this point. I'm sitting in, I'm taking it in, and I'm thinking, wow, but what it must be like. What was your I want to say signature contribution? I'm talking to Wendy, and I'm talking to Kathy. Your signature contribution to make it uh, uh, special for the new Cone when you redid the song.
Oh, you talking about the song or the
Song.
group?
The song. I'm talking about the song.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wait, go ahead, Eartha Kid.
I know.
That's what they called her. That's what they were calling her.
It's so funny. This is so funny because whenever people talk to me over the phone, they go, "Man, your voice sounds so light and so young." And I thought, well, it's not so young anymore, but it's a very light voice, right? And so a lot of people always say they like the lower register of my voice because when I go down here, it's a little more sultry. Blah, blah, blah. So, anyways, for whatever reason, Neil decided that I should sing the first "Here Comes the Rain Again, Falling on My Head Like a Memory," and he wanted to hear that first, and then Kathy, and it's usually that's sort of how we kind of do our thing. Sometimes Shelly will start because Shelly has a very low and sultry voice, and she'll start up. But for this particular song, our team just decided that I would start it at hey, and then we built it from there. And I really don't know, but I guess like Shelly said, somebody mentioned, that it was like an Eartha Kitt sort of thing. So I guess, and I'll take it. Okay,
But Eartha Kitt's okay. Don't pay attention to her. Eartha Kitt's fine.
Yeah,
I love Eartha.
Love Eartha.
Yes,
Right? She was the original Catwoman. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Love
Yeah.
her.
Oh yes.
That's-
Oh yes, the first I think. And Kathy, what was your thing that put your little spin on it? What was your little spin on that?
Well,
Your little mark. Every artist marks a little section of a song. I mean.
well, besides Eartha Kitt. Honestly,
Kids okay.
Don't get it.
my honest opinion is the harmonies is what really kind of pulls that song together. I don't know that Annie had the harmonies in her song.
No.
Not much.
And I think that's what makes ours a little unique.
Mm-hmm.
That the blend that the three.
Yeah.
But that was your favorite part, though. The putting your signature voice on that.
Wait a minute, and then Wendy's ad-lib lick.
Ad-libs. Those ad-libs are fire.
Mm-hmm.
But CT, as I mentioned earlier, Kathy's talking about the harmonies, but it was her husband John Paris who was at the console at the board, giving us our notes and our parts to sing, and then each time we'd sing a part, he'd say, "Oh, okay, let's enhance on that." How are you gonna enhance? He was finding notes all over the place, building on top of and it sounds like the Messiah, a big choir singing, because he's just so great the way he can hear things. What do we call him? The big ears?
Big ears.
But he does that for Earth, Wind, and Fire. So we're not surprised with John.
Yeah.
John is
Hey, with the voices, 3 instruments, as you ladies, yes, there would be notes coming all over the place. I get that. I get that totally.
Mm-hmm.
and I get that technique because it's kind of
Thank-
used kind
thank
of
JP.
universal now.
Say it again.
I said that technique of using a lot of voicings, overdubs, voices and stuff like that, because it gives us that full orchestration, and it's incredible when it's done like you said, a choir,
Right. Right.
and it changes that whole song into something very, very big,
Well, wait,
The layering, the layering.
who was the
the
first
layering of
one
the
who
voice.
created the white boy that created the wall of sound? He
Phil
Oh,
Spector, yeah.
Phil, Phil
who
Spector,
is
yeah.
that?
Phil
Wendy,
Phil
who's
Spector.
that?
Spector.
That worked with
Spectre.
Darling Love. What?
Spectre?
Yeah, Phil Spector.
Spectre.
Yeah.
So John is like the souped up version of that because we always have a beautiful wall of sound. And so
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
The way he hears parts is
yeah,
not typical.
yeah,
He can hear how, this, the soprano will move this way, and the middle part will move that a different way.
agreed.
But it all comes together, and it's like magical.
Love it. That is great.
Hey, Shelly, I have,
Yes.
I was a king of rhythm.
The king of what?
I was a king of rhythm member.
No way.
Yes, away.
Are you talking about Ike Turner?
Yes,
Now
away.
let me tell you. Let me tell you what I didn't want to say, but I'm gonna say it right now. That you remind me in your mannerisms and your look. Do you know who I'm getting ready to say? No, you have no idea.
I think I do.
I do
Who?
too. I think so.
Al McKay.
Yes.
Okay.
Al McKay. Al McKay, you are Al McKay coming and
That,
I see
that is my mentor. He is my mentor. We were backstage. Bear, him, and I were backstage. And
Talk
this lady
like
came and said, are you guys related? I said, no.
You get that, right?
No, we're not.
Wow.
Great guy, great guy. But see, so I deal with Al, but as Gary knows, I deal with a friend of mine I like to call Trumpet Bully, which is Ram Lee.
Yeah,
So
Ramley.
he calls me in the morning, and we're doing trumpet battles for 45 minutes straight.
oh my God.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
Remember, Gary?
Yeah.
Shelly, we went for a half an hour, and then we went for 45 minutes, and then Gary said, I gotta go back to work. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll talk to you guys later. We all hung up. 5 minutes later, I get another call from Ram, and he goes, oh, one more. That's that environment there. That's that environment that put all that stuff out in the universe for us. And that kind of work ethic right there, that's cool and crazy. And I know it's got to be having you bouncing off the creative walls and a lot of times up in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine.
Wait, you know.
She sound like she be like, boy, do that bitch now.
Amazing. Let me tell you who keeps up with me and us religiously is Al's trombone player. You know, the tall guy with the dreads. Do you know who I'm talking
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, right.
he's with the Almac Experience.
He's with the All Stars, right?
Yeah, he's with the All Stars.
But he texts almost once a month and just tells me where they are in the world. And so he says, we're trying to get you ladies out here with us. So I said, y'all keep working on it. You know, we're there. We're there.
Nice circuit.
Yeah.
Nice circuit. Al would call me up, and all we would talk about would be cheese and wine over there. Because the good cheese and good wine over there. But yes, I can definitely see the Honeycomb doing that festival stuff.
His name is Shante, right? You remember him, guys from the cruise?
Yep.
Because we did the Soul Train cruise with Al.
Cool.
In last year.
Last year? Yeah.
Best cruise ever. So much fun.
Mm-hmm.
So fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
So next question.
I know.
I was gonna say, you ladies are R&B history, and I just want to let you know that, I Gary and CTK are musicians, and I marvel at their artwork. I marvel at what they do. And I spent some time in my younger days being a trombonist as well. I, and got into music and stuff like that. And it really changed my life. It changed my life at the direction of where I was headed because I had no idea I was going to go into the performing arts, but I did because it led to that. But I will say this, I've heard some stories about, the making and development of the R&B Hall of Fame. I'm wondering if you ladies had heard anything about it, and in your words, what would that mean to the history of that genre of music? What would it mean to America?
Go ahead, Wendy.
Shelley, I was going to say Shelley because you are the legendary original, and so I hand it back to you, sister.
So when you talk about the R&B Hall of Fame, it just makes me think and be so honored that Honeycomb was inducted to the Soul Music Hall of Fame,
Right,
and
right, exactly.
to me, it's a lot alike. And also, we were given the honor of the National Rhythm and Blues Music Society. We were honored with that award as well, and that had to be maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So to me, it's all the same. It's all up there, and
Mm,
I love the Hall of Fame, the Soul Music, because people around the world had to vote for that one.
Mm,
And so we were
okay.
up against male artists and female artists and
mhm.
groups and everything. And we came out on top with that one. And so
Wow.
I'm really proud of that because it meant it was the People's Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not, some committee that says, let's honor these people because they've been around a long time.
Hmm.
We got the People's Award. So, you know, to me, I don't mean to get away from what you said, but
No, it's fine. It's fine because
yeah, yeah.
even with that being said, when you added on the soul version of that, it still isn't just as impactful,
Hmm.
you know, for the culture.
Sure.
The strength of what that means.
Yeah.
Um, I've said and I've heard that there was one gentleman that was involved in it, and it's been an issue trying to raise money and funds for this project because I can imagine how massive it would be. You
Hmm.
know, it's just that you know we just we're not there's a lot of honor that's not really being said about the history of that genre of music. It goes back to the 40s with Louis
Mm.
Jordan,
See,
you know,
yeah,
Yeah.
that
and it
part.
is yeah, and it has kind of like rode this track for the last 60, 70 years, and nobody has found a way to make that happen.
Mm.
So, the thing about it is, and I'm heavily involved in the culture,
Oh, nice. Okay, all right.
um, and just, um, my love for this music behind me here, this what jazz has meant to the world, what soul has meant to the world, what the blues has meant to the world, what R&B has meant. It just,
What has
it's
country?
just,
This
yes, exactly, country, yeah,
Hmm.
exactly, yeah.
we're having this
And
conversation because Beyonce, had this
true,
wonderful
true,
song.
true. Yeah. And so, there are those that are really like challenging, like, wait a minute, let me correct this for you. And I think that's where V went. So she's like,
Well, you know what? To
this
me,
is,
this is why Verdine's brother Maurice is such a genius and so phenomenal
mm,
because since he came from Ramsey Lewis, which of course was the trio he was with for many years,
First,
uh,
right,
and then before that, he was the in-house drummer for
session
Chess
drummer
Records,
for Chet
right?
Baker.
Yes.
Um, so he had that, and
Right.
then he had other people he was playing for. And by the time he came to Ramsey and said, "Hey man, look, I know we're world famous, but I'm gonna quit because I'm gonna do my own group now. I'm gonna have 9 members." Ramsey said, "What in the hell are you talking about? We're the most famous things going. You making a bad mistake." He said, "No, I have a vision. I'm gonna have 9 people. We're gonna wear robes. We're gonna fly through the air. We're gonna come out on a spaceship. We're gonna play all genres of music. We're
Mm.
gonna do jazz and Latin and R&B and pop. And then we're gonna do a little classical." And Ramsey said he looked at him and said, "Man, what drugs are you taking? Go home, get some sleep, and come back to sound check tomorrow." Maurice never came back. And he went on to do just what he said he was going to do, which is combine all the musics that you just spoke on,
Mm-hmm.
right? So here, he was such a visionary to know that we don't have to just go in one, I mean, they probably even have a country album out there, Kathy, if we investigate, because guess what? I found Tina Turner's original country Western album,
Wow.
and nobody knows she did it.
Wow.
Um, so
No.
Google it, it'll come right up. I think it's called, Country Roads or something like that.
But he's right, country road.
She's from Nutbush, Tennessee. Why not?
You know,
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Uh, so all this music is intermingled, and I want to say that Wendy over here was the only black woman to ever tour worldwide with the legendary Glenn Orchestra Miller. So now most of that music was what, 50s, 40s? What were you
It
saying?
was 40s, the Glenn Miller Orchestra. Yeah.
All
Wow.
white orchestra.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was.
Yep. I saw, that was a really good run. I enjoyed that. But you know what? My husband and I were talking about this same subject the other day about how our culture's music has changed so much over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about the fact that Earth, Wind, and Fire is one of, if not the only group that has been this strong for so long. And one of the reasons, of course, is because we feel is because of the great music, but another one is because they still use real instruments.
Yeah.
They play
Yes.
instruments, and we're not teaching our children to play instruments as much as we did at least when I was coming up. You know, we had choices, and somebody's going to be in a band, or you're going to choose an instrument, and you either it's going to stick or it's not. But for the most part, it gives children something to do. But what other bands do we have out there? The music has just changed so much.
Right.
Whereas in the 80s or in the 90s, they started using more electronica, etc., and less real music. Yeah.
You know what was happening is that sadly they were taking the music out of the schools, which is where we were learning. They'd go around and tell you pick an instrument. That's when Verdine walked into his orchestra class at 16 or whatever he was, and he saw there were not that many instruments left, but he bonded quickly with a tall bass upright that he saw. He was classically trained, and he said it was all alone by the wall. Nobody picked it. It was tall like me, and I said, let me try that. So he started on this upright bass, and then of course it led to bass guitar doing nightclubs, still 16 and 17 years old.
Yeah.
But when they started slashing the budgets, the horrible politicians and whatever was going on, the kids figured, well, we still have to get creative. We don't have to play no more, but we're gonna scratch some music on this turntable.
Right.
Make up some beats.
That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
And sadly, it went into another direction.
Yeah.
And of course, these same kids realized, hey, we don't know how to write no music, so let's just go back and steal something that somebody else already did. So,
Not only that, let's do a song without no keyboard. Let's do a song without no guitar.
Right.
No keyboard, nothing. Just the drum machine and us making noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Right?
Yeah.
so you just put it all out one at a time.
Right, and I think I mentioned that in a post that I did that all of us musicians and entertainers used to get offended when these rappers were coming in and just taking the hooks and making big beat. Until the royalty checks started coming in.
Yeah.
And we didn't get so offended no more after that.
What did Rick James say about MC Hammer? He said, "I don't want no rappers doing my music." And then when he saw the first check from MC Hammer, he was like, "Oh, go ahead."
Well, that's a bad thing. As long as it's not a lot of cursing and all of that stuff. And if you Google honeycomb samples, you will see how many people have taken our music. The last two commercials, Jay-Z did one ads to his Bose headphones. And then this year, American Express took
Wow.
one ads, and it's the, the focus of their new commercial, and
Mm-hmm.
we're fortunate. A matter of fact, Common, right?
Mm-hmm.
He sampled "Innocent Till Proven Guilty." He calls it "Testify," but
Yeah.
it's our song, and Edna's voice is on there. And
Mm-hmm.
I could just go right down the list. Ronnie Isley, you guys are musicians.
Yep.
Sing a little bit of "Gonna Put It in the Layaway."
Gonna
Mm-hmm.
put
What
it
song
in.
comes up? What song comes up?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
guys are musicians.
Yes.
What do you hear? What do you hear?
Gonna put it in the one ad.
There you go.
Put it in
Mm-hmm.
the from the ones. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same melody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
Put
is.
it in the layaway, right?
You
Yeah.
know, stay away.
Right.
That's so true. And that is so cool because it seems like a lot of the old classic stuff like that that's been sampled, many times and things like that. But it seemed like the advertisers and commercials and stuff is really attracted to those
Yeah.
pieces. It seemed like a lot because I know, like you mentioned, all those different commercials and different things that they're doing with the music. And it makes me think, even just, it kind of reminded me of Charles Wright. You remember he had the,
He was engaged to one of the Honeycomb.
oh, was he?
Carolyn,
Right, so
Carolyn.
was.
I didn't know that. Wow.
That's right.
Yeah. But I know that classic hit of his, um,
Respect yourself.
yeah, Respect Yourself. Seemed like
Right.
that's been on all the commercials and
Right.
Is
blowing.
it
I
that
mean,
Which Al McKay was playing on that as well,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't mean to interrupt, but just reminded me something that Graham Lee said, and it's true, and it's true for you too, Shelley, as well. He said everybody that wrote songs like that
mhm.
right now, see, they're getting paid for those things now.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And it's about time. But here's something that Ram told me that brought it all home to me. He said people like Verdine, Earth, Wind, and Fire, all them guys, they can live anywhere they want. All they need is an address. Because them checks and the P.O. boxes, that's where them checks are going. That's all they need is an address.
I know that's right.
Oh, I know Joss Stone covered one of our songs too, and it was called "While You're Out Looking for Sugar, Somebody's Gonna Take Your Honey and Be Gone." It was the first song Honeycomb ever released.
Wow.
It's when we got to Detroit. It's the first song that Holland Dozier put us in the studio with, and she's got a great cover. If you Google it, I think her version comes up before ours.
Wow, get out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is, I don't know. It's a
That's how
shame.
it goes nowadays, anyways. It's
Mhm.
it's always the newer artists
Right.
that come up first,
Yeah.
Right.
and then you have to scroll down to look for the originals.
Right. Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, but I just kind of scroll down to find the solid.
Mhm.
That's right. We want-
That's
we want
usually the
original.
best one, right?
Right. Who
Yeah.
was actually familiar with the famous name Honeycomb?
Say it again.
Who was actually familiar or was, I guess, responsible for the name Honeycomb?
Responsible was Edward Holland, and we never realized. I mean, we were sitting there, and he signed this contract. I'm gonna call y'all girls Honeycomb, and we looked at each other and said, "What's a honeycomb?" And he said, "Sign the contract."
Like ice.
honestly,
Wow.
years later, I didn't find out till years later that he was in love with an ice cream flavor when he was a young boy. He and Brian, they were raised together, and they loved honeycomb ice cream flavor. And I finally got Edward like maybe a year or two ago, and I said, he was being honored somewhere, and I said, Eddie, why you never did say when we asked you, what is honeycomb?
Mm-hmm.
He said, because I was afraid y'all girls was gonna laugh at me being that sentimental over a dessert.
Well,
Oh, that was cute. It just would have been better if we knew.
yeah, of course. Wow.
So you have a show coming up at it's going to be at the Catalina Club?
At the Catalina Bar and Grill. It'll be March 2nd. I just posted that today in my stories. And I believe we're doing maybe 75 minutes. And we're going to have our band there. And so, we'll see. Sometimes we play with our husbands. We are also confirmed for vibratos again. April, I want to say April 6th. And Linda just texted that this morning, and so that's one of the promoters we work with. But we like to work with our husbands, so we always like to see if they're available. Wendy's husband is a wonderful guitarist, and he's playing on a lot of stuff that we do. And of course, Kathy, and of course the drummer, and of course, so we have our, Verdine, we have our own rhythm section when
Yeah,
we're
you
on.
do.
So
Yeah, you do.
so
You
we're hoping that
better
they're
know that.
available. Huh?
But Shelley, I have one more question for you. You touched on Ray Charles.
Wendy did.
Wendy did. You touched. Did you sing with Ray Charles?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. I'm wondering, do we have a common friend? When Ray Charles, a musician, rest in peace, Clarence K. McDonald.
Yes, but Clarence was before me. Clarence was,
Okay, it was before you.
the pianist, right?
Yes.
Yes, he's. It's funny that you would mention that because I was just listening to an interview with the great Harry Elston of the Friends of Distinction.
Yeah.
And they started together back in the day with Ray Charles. So they were before my time, but it's funny how I love this word serendipity. Things happen, I think, for a reason. As you go through we all go through our journeys. We just kind of meet each other along the way, and so blessed when it just clicks. So I do know Clarence. He was a great, great man, and I know him because of Harry Elston. Yeah, of the Friends.
He shook my hand one time, and I think his hand went all the way up my arm. I was like, just the big long fingers. And I remember he had did some charts. He was with RCA. He was writing with some stuff with RCA after Ray Charles. And there was a group I was actually playing with. And we got the charts for the first time. He was in LA, so he came down to San Diego to hear his charts. He hadn't heard them on horns yet. We played them. He's in the chair going like this. Everything was an octave higher.
Oh,
Like,
no.
But no, that's why I thought you might have met him though. But yes,
I met him, and ironically, I met him at Catalina Bar and Grill, and he was performing that night. And yeah.
Besides, we both had the same name too, so
What'd you say?
We both had the same name too, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, he's a beautiful human being.
Yes,
we miss him, don't we? Miss him, yeah.
I think the last time I saw him was at the last NAMM. I think it was in 2020. 2020 NAMM was the last time I actually seen him though. But
yeah. Beautiful soul. Rest in peace, Clarence.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Clarence.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, it sure has been a pleasure today speaking with you and learning all this wonderful, wonderful things about the group Honeycomb, and I'm sure you are going to be really, really doing some wonderful shows. In fact, what I want to do when we get ready to go out for the day, I want at the end, if you don't mind, could I play your reel, because I saw that reel and I was like, man, this is cool. This kind of give everybody an idea of what to expect when they go to a show. You guys, ladies, are just wonderful, doing a beautiful job and everything. But
thank you, Gary.
Yeah. So I really, like I said, we appreciate you coming on and taking the time to talk with us today. And if
shout out to Dustin. Thank you, Dustin.
Yeah. and if you could, for all of our listeners and viewers, could you give information on how they can, if somebody's watching, they might want to book or come to a show or just kind of learn about, the Honeycomb. Where can they go to find that information?
All of our tours will always be listed on honeycomb.biz, our website, and I do constant promotion on all the pages. These girls know you won't wake up on social media without looking at.
She's professional, man. She's professional.
Damn, they on there.
Yeah.
Everything. Which on Facebook it would be the legendary Honeycomb. On Instagram, IG, it'll be the official Honeycomb, and I think we're on the Honeycomb Twitter It's not Twitter, it's X, right? X Reels and
Yeah.
TikTok. Although they may ban TikTok soon, so we don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Right?
I had someone call me today and say, "Girl, I can't turn my computer on without seeing you and your damn husband up there.
Ah,
You and them damn honeycombs. What in the hell is going on?"
my goodness. Who said that? That's
Will I
a-
be seeing you guys up at NAM?
Say it again.
Will I be seeing y'all at the NAM show?
Oh, Verdine goes every year if they're in town, and I think John does too. And Wendy always goes. So
I try to make it. I try to. I'm not sure if I'll make it this year though.
Yeah.
Going on a Wednesday, I think. We're going midweek because Earth, Wind, and Fire has a show the weekend.
On that weekend.
Yeah.
So you're saying they're not going to be there?
I'll be there on Wednesday. John.
Oh, Wednesday. Okay. Okay. Right.
I'm gonna miss you by a day.
Aw.
Thursday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there Thursday, Friday.
Wow.
Wait, oh, I forgot. We may even have a MySpace honeycomb page because we've been around that long.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Where did you dig that up?
It's available on the Dial-Up Network.
Awesome.
Oh man.
Wow.
Thank you, Gary, for having us.
Oh yeah, it's such a pleasure. Such a pleasure. We really enjoyed it,
my gosh.
and like I said, we're gonna be watching out for you ladies always. So
Most
we,
definitely. Most
we
definitely.
definitely appreciate y'all taking out the time, and I'll just pass it over to Vaughn and CTK if they have anything they want to say to the ladies before we leave for today.
I just want to say thank you guys for continuing and bringing this R&B and stuff that we grew up on to another generation. Wish you much success in it, and can't wait to have you guys back again. I can't wait to you come out with a full LP. I'll be looking for that for sure. But God bless you.
Come on, Neil.
Join us today.
We ready?
All I got to say is thank you for sharing this history with us all. You know, and in my way of just saying is thank you for, you know, connecting with my childhood, you know, and, you know, bringing back a lot of great memories of what it was like growing up for me and being able to relay this to the young people out there, you know, because I have a good friend and he's an amazing jazz bassist and I learned a lot from him. And he comes up with one phrasing after another, old school stuff. And he says, there is nothing new under the sun. And he said, if you want to impress me, create the 13th.
Create a new note. Yep.
Yeah, because there's only 12 notes in the scale. So
Right.
when you get to the 13th, then I'm impressed.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of the young people don't know. And I'm stressing more and more than ever. This has got to be heard again. You know, and I'm an advocate for the old stuff. I push it strong because I love it so much because kids, like you said, there's no instrumentation anymore. You know, there's no more orchestration. They got to hear what this stuff was like back in the day.
Yes.
Them dogs are going. The dogs are on fire, aren't they?
I know. Hey, every time my dogs are constantly going at it.
I think y'all got a hunting party going.
I'm trying to tell you. And look, they're mixed. They're mixed with Chihuahua and Hound Dog.
Wait a minute, Bun,
There's nothing like them.
You're in Atlanta. I'm hearing these dogs going on. Like who's being chased through the woods back there?
Oh, Lord.
I can't wait to tell my wife what happened. She's gonna have a fit.
So who let the dogs out?
I'm over here tweaking, man.
Y'all crazy.
How funny.
Oh,
This was
man.
so much fun, y'all. This was great.
Well, we sure appreciate y'all being on.
Yeah. Thank
And,
you.
you know, to let it all go now. This is in my words, in the words of the great Lamont Sanford, Odabo Jack. That's all I got to say.
Odabo Jack.
All
Can we
right.
Google that?
Sonny, keep your head to the sky.
All right. Well, everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
See you
Year.
next year.
Happy
New
New
Year's
Year.
to 2025.
2025.
I swear.
I know, right?
Thanks, guys.
Stay alive.
Welcome.
Let's go.
Love you, sisters. We'll see
I
you
love
soon.
you. Don't forget to play the reel.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to set the reel up now.
The
Yes,
reel.
absolutely.
Shameless plug.
Thanks, lady.
There's no shame in that.
No
Are you ready? I said, are you ready for 3 extraordinary canaries, chart-topping hits, gold record awards, and an induction into the Soul Music Hall of Fame? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Honeycomb!